Have a seat, sit back, and sample some of Kentucky's finest. You might think the sample is bourbon, but it's actually tap water, Louisville's drinking water. Louisville Water does taste tests of its trademark product, Louisville Pure Tap. It's an education on the innovation of drinking water and a comparison of the flavor profiles of tap water and bottled water. This group has a nose for taste. They spend their days looking at the recipes for Kentucky bourbon and beverage flavors. Water is vital to Kentucky bourbon and grows every business sector. Attendees came away with a new appreciation for a resource we often take for granted, and even learned why Louisville's drinking water tastes so good.
From Marriott Louisville East and Charred Bourbon Kitchen and Lounge, cheers to the World Bourbon Toast and Kentucky Distillers Association.
Hi, I'm Nate Purcell with Bullet Distilling Company, and cheers to the World Bourbon Toast.
Hey everybody, I'm Chris with Louisville Tourism, proud partner with Kentucky Distillers Association, where Louisville is a gateway to the Bourbon Trail. I'm here at Charred Bourbon Kitchen and Lounge at Marriott Louisville East, enjoying some live bluegrass by Ida Claire, part of the bluegrass program. Cheers to the World Bourbon Toast.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 11th hour of the World Bourbon Toast. I think in this 11th hour, need a little more hydration.
I agree. We should do another shot.
Let's do
We
it.
are shooting Louisville Pure Tap, which is the official hydration activation of the World Bourbon Toast. Cheers, Katie.
Cheers. Bottoms up.
Oh,
That was good.
yeah, so refreshing.
Yes.
And remember, enjoy bourbon like a true Kentuckian responsibly.
We've got a few more special guests that we're going to be talking to.
We do, and after the interviews, we will announce our final winner. But you can still join our global community and post your toast using hashtag World Bourbon Toast and tagging Kentucky Bourbon Trail.
And make sure to keep your notifications on so you'll know when we go live in that final hour.
So, we've got a couple interviews coming up. We've got Kelly Deering-Smith with Louisville Water, and she will be talking about water as a secret ingredient in bourbon. And after that, we've got celebrity chef Amanda Freitag, Easy AF.
Stay tuned.
Joining us now is Kelly Deering-Smith with Louisville Water. Kelly, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome. Happy World Bourbon Day.
Happy
Toast Day.
World Bourbon Toast!
Woohoo!
So we're standing here outside of one of the hydration stations by Louisville Pure Tap on the festival grounds at Bourbon and Beyond. Kelly, water is at the heart of bourbon making, and you have called Louisville Water the secret ingredient to bourbon.
Yeah.
Why is water so important, and what makes our water different than water elsewhere?
Yes, we are the secret ingredient, and I also like to say, Colleen, we're bourbon's best friend.
Oh, I like that.
So water is really the only thing that distillers can add to their recipe. So whether it's from growing the corn that makes the mash, whether it's from the distilling process, or whether it's from cutting it, Louisville Water is part of the bourbon heritage here in Kentucky. And we're also part of sustainability. We really pride ourselves on that. I like to say that a good bourbon experience starts with Louisville Water, our Pure Tap water, and it ends with Louisville Water, another shot of Pure Tap.
Oh, I do love the shots of Pure Tap.
You can have as many as you want.
Yes. Well, and speaking of heritage, Louisville Water's been around since 1860.
Yeah.
What do you wish more people knew about its history?
I wish people understood that there's a story in every glass of water. We started as Kentucky's first public drinking water provider in 1860, and this year we're celebrating 165 years of providing service. So we're in the business of public health, and that's been our anchor since we started. So the next time you fill up a glass at the faucet, no matter where you live, think about the story in that glass and how it's part of the quality of life in your community.
And like our distilleries on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail,
Yeah.
Louisville Water has a visitor experience. What can a visitor do when they get there?
So Louisville Water's original pumping station, which dates back to 1860, they are National Historic Landmarks, and they're home to the Waterworks Museum. So you can come and take a tour. You can learn the history of your water. You can see an enormous steam engine that used to operate. And Colleen, you can understand and learn why we served bourbon on tours in 1861.
Oh.
We didn't even serve our own product. Unfortunately, we don't do that anymore. We only serve Louisville Pure Tap, but Louisville Water is such an anchor in the state. We started as Kentucky's first public drinking water provider. And I always tell people, after you spend some time with us, you will never look at a glass of water the same again.
Well, Kelly, thank you so much for celebrating World Bourbon Toast with us today. And thank you to Louisville Water for being the official hydration activation of World Bourbon Toast.
My pleasure.
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
We are backstage at the Fork and Flask stage at Bourbon and Beyond. We are with Amanda Freitag. Did I say that right?
Of course you did.
Oh, Chef Amanda Freitag, by the way. So I said that right. You just came off the stage. You just did a segment up there on the stage. The crowd was roaring. That's always got to feel good.
Always. I love a good crowd.
And you told me that this is your 6th year?
6th year of Bourbon and Beyond.
6 years. She says it's her favorite festival. So you are going to see some of the music. Is there anybody particular you really want to see?
I need to split myself in 3 so I can see all the bands because they're on different stages sometimes at the same time. You know, today is Lumineers, which I'm a huge fan of, but at the same time there's Pat Benatar. So it has to be Pat, right? It has to be.
And she's playing at the same time?
Yes.
On the other stage? Yep.
Yes, and then Alabama Shakes, Marshall Crenshaw. I can't wait to see Krangbin, which is hard to say, but I've seen them before, so I know. I am a huge fan of Noah Kahan.
Yes.
All of the 90s bands, Goo Goo Dolls, Collective Soul, Gin Blossoms, they're all here.
Doesn't it just take you back? When I saw that on the lineup, I thought, oh, I'm reliving my college years.
What about Foreigner?
Oh, wow.
Come on, it feels like the first time.
Well, this is my first time with you, so.
Right. How's it feel?
Yes. Well, that would be my playlist for sure.
Okay.
Yes, we're good.
Great.
So let's see. Here's a big question for you because I've been wanting to know. You've been successful for decades in the culinary world. And you got restaurants, you got TV, you've got cookbooks. You've done it all. What made cocktails your next chapter?
Oh my goodness. Well, of course, I like to put together flavors. So I would get behind the bar every once in a while and play. And it's just like putting a dish together. So, you know, when the cocktail programs and mixology came into play and pairing food with drinks, it only made sense that the chef and the bar manager were in sync. You know, the garnishes that have to happen, the juices that have to be juiced. And I learned a whole nother way of tasting things. I did my first judging of a cocktail contest. It was all female bartenders. It's called Speed Rack. And I had no idea what to do because there was no texture. There was no temperature, right? And so I was taught about, you know, heat of alcohol, balance, citrus, blending it all together for one like cohesive liquid, you know, flavor profile. And I just was like blown away about how many possibilities there were, that you could make a million infinite possibilities in a bottle with drinks, with spirits, not spirits. Non-alcoholic drinks are really popular right now. They're so much fun to make. So I'm a beverage girl, you know, and you can ask anybody in the morning. It's like a coffee, a juice, a water, a ginger shot. You know, there's beverages in my world everywhere.
You're one of those. It's your coffee.
Yes.
Another drink.
Yes.
Another type of beverage.
Yes, and I transition into booze. You know, it starts with that, and then it goes into booze.
I call it the trifecta. It's just it just kind of goes through the day.
Yes.
So tell me about this though, because you've got a Manhattan here, which is made with whiskey and bourbon. That's a complex flavor profile in there. And this is a classic cocktail. So how do you, as a chef coming into this, wanting to make your own. How do you work with the classic cocktail that way?
I think it's really difficult because anything you do will be compared to somebody's favorite cocktail, right? What it's like when that bartender gives it to them. So the challenge is to honor that with all of our own, expertise, right? So we make our own vermouth, our own bitters, our own, cherry infusion into this. And for me, there's some really good ready to drink bottled cocktails out there, and there's some that are not so great. Mm-hmm. So I really wanted to make a product that was booze forward, low in sugar, and definitely tasted like you made a cocktail and poured it into that glass. Like you're at a bar, you're at a speakeasy, and you're having the perfect cocktail. So it took a lot. Believe me, it's not easy, and it has to be shelf stable, and it has to reflect all of those things that could happen and go wrong, right? When you're mixing it up, because it needs a little bit of ice, it needs a cherry. It's not a lot, but it needs to be foolproof.
Let me show you a slight curveball, just because everyone will want to know. Every chef has a guilty pleasure. What is yours when you're off duty?
Chips and guac.
Oh gosh.
Chips and guac, crunchy,
I feel like we
creamy.
Are soulmates.
Yes.
And the salty and yeah.
It has to be salty, really salty chips.
Yeah.
Really like powerful, full of flavor guacamole. That's it. It's a meal for me.
Do you put onions in your guacamole?
Okay. I put a little bit of red onion, but before I add it, I marinate it with lime juice first, so they're not as harsh.
Okay.
That's the trick.
I just feel like this could get controversial real quickly.
This is the trick.
Well, World Bourbon Toast is about raising a glass around the globe. Bourbon brings people together, is what we say. It's a great place, and people love to gather. So if you were hosting the perfect dinner party, who would be at the table?
Oh my goodness, that's so fun. That's such a great question.
I know.
Are we all drinking bourbon, or what are we doing? Are we eating?
I hope so. Well, you know what? It can be a dinner party. It can be picnic. It can be finger foods. I'm going to leave this. I kind of want some tips. I'm trying to
Yeah. I mean, I think I would have, all my tight-knit of friends that I have, but then I would invite, can they be alive or dead?
It can be anybody.
Okay. Then Julia Child would be there.
Oh, shoot.
Jacques Pepin would be there, all of our favorite chefs, and any of my old chef mentors would be there too, because, just to have everybody around a table to tell those stories of how, how we came up, those disaster stories, and just a night of all of those favorite chefs.
Would you talk shop a bunch, or do you think you'd be like...
Oh, no, we'd talk shop the whole time.
Oh,
What else is there to talk about?
Agreed.
We would talk about food, we would talk about drink, we would talk about our next meal. When I'm eating one meal, we're always talking about what the next meal is going to be.
Oh, well, see, that just makes my heart sing.
Yeah.
Well, since World Bourbon Toast, let's do a toast.
Let's do a toast.
With your Manhattan. I'm excited about this.
Yes, I think you're really going to like it. Like I said, it's really well balanced, but there's a really nice cherry note to it. And please, when you get them, add your cherry. Do a Amareno cherry or a Luxardo cherry, something really rich.
Okay.
And here's to where we're toasting to the world.
We're toasting to the world. It is a moment, it's a definitive moment when we're all coming together over something good.
I love it. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Wow, that was so much fun. And I tell you what, I hope that Amanda, after meeting me, will include me as a guest at that ideal dinner party.
Can you bring a +1 and bring me?
That's the only condition.
Okay.
Sorry, Amanda.
Perfect. We come as a package deal.
That's true. It is true.
Well, as they say, all good things must come to an end. And we are ready to announce our last giveaway.
Our final winner will receive a Lux Row Distillery tour and tasting for 4, plus sunglasses, shot glasses, and t-shirts from Bardstown Tourism. Who's our lucky winner?
Our lucky winner is Tanya Cole 44 on Instagram. Congratulations!
Congratulations!
You are our lucky last winner, and be sure to check out your DMs and keep an eye on them.
Yes, and thank you for hanging out with us for World Bourbon Toast. Now, be sure to keep your notifications on and join us as we go live at the top of the next hour, because we're going to talk to more special guests, including a very special interview with the one and only Jim Gaffigan.
That's going to be a fun one.
I think so. It's a wild card.
So don't forget to toast and post hashtag World Bourbon Toast and tag the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. And yeah, we'll see you back here for the final hour.
Yeah.